The answer to that is a yes. If you're an international student wanting to pursue your studies in Canada, you will need to have an offer of acceptance from a designated learning institute, what we call a DLI in Canada. Please note that you will also need to check if your DLI has a COVID readiness plan approved by the province it is in. If you're wondering if your institute of choice has a COVID readiness plan that has been approved, please head to the Government of Canada website where an exhaustive list of all institutes that have a plan approved is present. In addition to this particular offer of acceptance, you will also need an approved study permit. At the time of boarding your flight, you will need to provide a COVID negative test result, and upon entry into Canada, you will need to provide a viable quarantine plan. You will also need to download the ArriveCAN app, where all travel information will be entered before you're allowed to enter Canada. Please note, you will also have to adhere to all provincial and territorial requirements as far as the pandemic is concerned. If you are a foreign worker wanting to come to Canada, you will need to have an approved work permit. In addition to the approved work permit, you will also need all necessary documents from your employer in Canada. I would recommend that travelers provide as much information about their prospective employment in Canada, who the employer is, what the nature of work is, and as many confirmation letters and supporting documents from the employer in Canada as possible. In addition, like all travelers, you will need to provide a viable quarantine plan, and you will also need the ArriveCAN app, where all travel information will be entered. Depending on which province you are going to, specific mandates and requirements will have to be adhered to. If you are wanting to enter Canada to start your journey of permanent residency, or if you have what we call a COPR, which is a confirmation of permanent residence in Canada, you will need to have a document of approval that was issued on or before the 18th of March 2020. If your permanent residence was approved after this particular date, you will not be able to enter Canada at the moment. In addition to the COPR, which is the all-important document as far as permanent residents traveling to Canada is concerned, you will need to have, like all other travelers, the ArriveCAN app, also provide a COVID negative test result at the time of boarding a flight, and once in Canada, quarantine and provide a plan at the border. Therefore, please note that while you can enter Canada in this rather tumultuous time, you will need to have all of the supporting documents and the permits necessary for entering Canada.